What's going on, guys? Krusty Case here from the Gold Boys Network, coming with the slate preview for June 17th. I hope all you fathers out there had a wonderful Father's Day. But without further ado, let's hop right into this slate. So the first one, Cincinnati Reds taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is Carson Spires versus Paul Skeens. Not every day you're going to see the Pirates as a minus 200 favorite. Obviously, it's Paul Skeens. I don't like their bullpen. Not a big fan of their bullpen at all. So for me here, I like Skeens and I like the Pirates, but I'm going to isolate that to the first five. First five money line obviously is pretty juiced. So if you look on, I believe on FanDuel, they have the first five result, which I mean it's pretty good odds. But obviously, if they were to tie, you would lose. I think they score at least a run or two off of Spears. So I like the first five result, the Pirates. If you don't want to lay that, if you're not comfortable laying that, you could always try and lay the money line or minus the half. But obviously, a little bit of juice, and I just can't justify those prices. So I think the first half result's a great look. I think they, like I said, I think they score at least a run here to get us that win. Or you roll with Skeens strikeouts. I don't think you're wrong with either of those looks personally here. Our next one is the San Diego Padres taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Randy Vasquez versus Christopher Sanchez. Phillies minus 175 at home. I get it. I mean, it's the Phillies. They're at home. They're a great team. Padres really haven't proven anything to anyone yet this season. I just can't lay this kind of price with Christopher Sanchez personally. So I like the Phillies team total over. Randy Vasquez, he's a guy who pounds his zone a lot. And I mean, against these like bad teams that he's faced, it's worked out pretty well. But playing against the Phillies team, man, this guy just has, tattooed written all over him, in my opinion. So give me the Phillies team total. I think they put up a bunch of runs. I think they, likely win this game, but I just can't get to that price with Sanchez on the bump. Our next one, the St. Louis Cardinals taking on Miami Marlins. This is Sonny Gray versus Braxton Garrett. Cardinals minus 150 on the road, which, I mean, it's not too bad of a price. It's just a tough team to trust, truthfully. I do like the Cardinals. I like Sonny Gray a lot. I think he pitched pretty well here. I mean, this Marlins team against righties, they were pretty hot. They've kind of cooled off as of late, and the strikeouts are starting to pile up. So I think Sonny Gray could find success here with the strikeouts. Definitely wouldn't be against taking those. But for me in this one, I don't want to just keep running team totals, but I like the Cardinals team total. Braxton Garrett's a guy where he's going to give you probably 3-4 strong innings, but he always has that one inning where he just absolutely loses it. And I mean, Cardinals are starting to hit. We've been talking about it, for the last week or so now. Bats are starting to wake up a bit, so I think they can get to Braxton Garrett. I like their team total a lot. I do think they win the game if you want to roll with the money line, but I like the Cardinals team total here. Our next one is the Boston Red Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Nick Pivetta versus Yusei Kikuchi. And, I mean, if you've been paying attention to the Red Sox, you all know they cannot hit left-handed pitching to save their lives. Kikuchi's been actually really good this season. This is a guy, obviously, Boston's pretty familiar with. They play in the same division. But, I mean, the way they've been against lefties, I don't see how you could possibly back Boston in this spot. As much as I don't like backing Toronto, that's where I'm going. Minus 125 on the money line. I think it's a great price. I like Kikuchi to pitch well. I mean, this Boston team, we continue to see it. They cannot figure lefties out. Strikeout percent through the roof. And it's just, I mean, for whatever reason, this team cannot figure out lefties. So, give me Kikuchi to pitch pretty well. I think his strikeouts are in play. I really like Toronto to get the win here.
Wait, before we get back to the picks, I wanted to thank you all for watching. Friends don't let friends watch videos without hitting the like button. So go ahead and press the thumbs up button and like the video. If you're new here and not subscribed, you should go ahead and do so because we're dropping new content each and every day on the Gold Boys Network. We strive to cover every sport and give out picks and analysis and valuable information for free on the Gold Boys Network. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell so you can get notified when we drop something new. I'm Brad Thomas. Let's get back to the picks.
Our next one is the Detroit Tigers taking on the Atlanta Braves. Reese Olson versus Max Fried. Fried definitely looking for a bounce back here off of that Baltimore start where he got touched up. I think he finds it. I mean, you got a Tigers team on the road. Tough road trip here. Having to go from, I want to say it was Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I can confirm for you guys real fast. From Houston. So yeah, they were in Texas. So they travel from Texas to Atlanta. Just a tough travel spot. I mean, obviously it's playing the evening, which helps, but if you're going to fade the Tigers, it's a team I love to fade on the road. I mean, obviously minus 215 is a very steep price here at Freed, but I think it's justified. Give me the Braves minus 1.5. That's where I'm going to go. But I mean, you want to lay the money line as a parlay piece. I think it works out just fine. But I think the minus 1.5 is in play. I like Freed to bounce back. Reese Olson has been a guy who's been a bit of a mixed bag. He's had some really good starts, and he's had some other starts where he just gets absolutely tattooed. We saw the Brewers, it was 2 starts ago, just absolutely tag him. And I mean, this Braves team, the bats kind of seem like they're starting to come alive a bit. So I'd be a little worried about Reese Olson here. That's another reason why I really like the Braves minus 1.5. Just a really tough spot for Tigers. Hey guys, I just want to give a quick reminder that new users can bet $5 at FanDuel on any of the bets in this video and win $150 in bonus bets if the bet wins. Now let's get back to the bets. The next one, the New York Mets taking on Texas Rangers. David Peterson versus John Gray. Really a battle of who wants it more, I guess, because, I mean, neither of these teams really doing much. Both teams' bats been super inconsistent this season. And, I mean, John Gray, he's definitely been serviceable, definitely been getting the job done for this Rangers team when they call upon him. He's been out of the bullpen, he's been a starter. He's been all over, and he just continues to answer the bell. David Peterson struggles with command. Obviously, we all know that. But you get a Texas team that's not walking a ton, so they're pretty aggressive at the plate. Might work in his favor. Might be able to keep the pitch count relatively in check when he's got a team that's as free swinging as the Rangers are. I am going to go with Texas, though. I just like John Gray. I like Texas at home, even if their bats necessarily aren't hitting. And David Peterson's a guy who, like I said, while he does have the walk issue and Texas does swing a lot, if you've watched him pitch, he misses the zone by a wide margin at times. I mean, we're talking like non-competitive pitches. So if he's putting guys on for this Texas team, they have a couple guys who obviously can do some damage. We just need them to, take advantage of these walks, take advantage of these base runners, and I think they can. So give me the Rangers here on the money line, minus 120. Great price. I think they get it done. Our next one, the San Francisco Giants taking on the Chicago Cubs. Jordan Hicks versus Javier Assad. Assad has been outstanding for this Cubs team. If you haven't been paying attention, probably their most consistent starter this season. He's looked really good. Jordan Hicks, he's a reliever turned starter. We've talked about him a few times on this. Command, I don't want to say it's an issue, but there's a lot of foul balls. He sees a lot of long at-bats. This Cubs team, obviously one of the higher pitch per plate appearance teams in baseball, so I'm not sure how long Hicks is going to be in this game. I do like the first 5 under, though. I think both these pitchers pitch extremely well. Obviously, there's no total or anything out yet because with the Wrigley, they always try to wait on the weather because whether the wind's blowing in or out, I mean, drastically will change the total for this game. Do like the first 5 under, though. I think both guys pitch well. I like Hicks' stuff. A lot of plus velo. This Cubs team has struggled with that higher velo all season. And then, like I said, Javier Assad, he just continues to navigate, through all these lineups he's facing. Pitch really well. I think he continues to pitch well here. Give me the first 5 under. Our next one, the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Colorado Rockies. James Paxton versus Cal Quantrill. And, I mean, Dodgers going into Coors. I mean, they're starting to swing it. We've all seen it. Give me the Rockies plus 1.5. Quantrill continues to just have these starts that make no sense, but he continues to go out, go 6-7 innings, and we all are left scratching our heads wondering how he only gave up 1 run, 2 runs, whatever it is, but it's just quality start after quality start. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm not a Dodgers believer, but they just lost Mookie. I don't know if anybody saw that, broken wrist. Yoshi's hurt. I mean, this team is going through it right now. So to see the Dodgers at a minus 200 on the road with James Paxton, absolutely not. Rockies plus 1.5. If you want to get crazy, sprinkle on the Rockies money line. They might steal this one, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a spot where you take advantage of the Dodgers. Like I said, losing Yoshi was bad enough. Losing Mookie's even worse. And if you've been paying attention, they're saying that both have season-ending potential. So we're going to jump on this one here. Rockies plus 1.5. Like I said, you're feeling frisky. Rockies money line. I mean, I'm just saying. They might get one here. Our last one is the Milwaukee Brewers taking on Los Angeles Angels. This is Carlos Rodriguez versus Jose Soriano. So Carlos Rodriguez went 3 2/3 in his first start for the Brewers. Gave up just 2 earned runs to Toronto. I'm assuming The goal is to go around 5 here, just based off of what I've been reading. I'm having a really hard time with this game because when you look at like his minor league stuff, I'm just not necessarily sold that he's good. So for me here, there is no total out yet. I would be intrigued by the over personally. I think both these teams, their bats are waking up. And I feel like Soriano, he's been pretty good, but it's a really tough lineup here. You're facing a Milwaukee team that against righties is just crushing. RC plus around 118. I mean, just absolutely crushing the ball against righties. And then the Angels, I mean, they're above league average. WRC plus is over 100. And I just feel like Rodriguez, like I said, I don't want to say he's bad because I think the stuff there is potential, but I just think he's a little raw. We'll say raw. We'll see what this total's at, but I like the total over. Hopefully it's something within reason, but like I said, I don't have a number unfortunately right now. That does conclude the slate, though. If you guys do me a favor, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know if you've been cashing. Our last 2 videos did pretty well. I will drop the recap for the Friday video underneath this one, even though it's a couple days old, just so you guys have it for reference. But yeah, let's keep cashing. As always, you can get all of my official plays at goldboys.com. If you have a gambling problem, don't want to hurt a gambler. Thank you guys.